Switzerland. Is it beautiful? I don't know. I've never been there. I need to react to this video and see for myself. By Ryan Shirley. Check him out, link down below. He's an absolute legend. Makes awesome videos of very beautiful cinematography and landscape shots of tons of different countries, including Switzerland. So top 10 places to visit in Switzerland. There he is. Let's do it. Yeah, that looks pretty beautiful so far right there. Just that.
What's up, guys? My name is Ryan Shirley, and I just returned from a one-week road trip to the beautiful country of Switzerland.
Are you kidding me?
And I want to show you my top 10 favorite places. So we're going to start this
There's no way this place is real.
video off in the beautiful mountains of Appenzell. What I did is I landed in Zurich and I drove an hour to Appenzell. There's this mountain, it's called Schäfler Mountain, and it is absolutely beautiful. It reminds me of Cesena in the Italian Dolomites. And anyways, to get there, what I did is I took the gondola from Eppenalp up. It was about $31 round trip. And then from there, I hiked to Schäfler, and it took about an hour. And you hike up to this restaurant/lodge.
Man, everything just looks so organic. There's something, you know what is so beautiful about a lot of Europe as well is just like the lack of advertising and like tacky advertising and signage and stuff and promotions.
It took about an hour.
Like, look at this. It's just so pure.
And you hike up to this restaurant/lodge. And it's about $45 a night to stay up there.
That's it?
My buddy Danny, we decided to stay up there. It was pretty awesome. And we were able to film the sunset over this beautiful Schäfler Mountain. I mean, it was incredible. Like one of the coolest sunsets in my life. We were able to whip out the FPV drone.
Holy shit, he's actually up there?
It's not as crowded as other areas in Switzerland.
Couldn't you just like die if you tripped?
And it's just absolutely beautiful. This lodge was awesome. It was $45 a night. And from
I guess a ship is safe in harbor, but that's not what ships were built for, guys.
The viewpoint, you can see 3 countries. You can see Germany,
But I'm gonna sit here in my room in my house and let Ryan Shirley go up there on top of these mountains.
In Austria, and I mean it was awesome. So I'd highly recommend you visit here. It is just one of the coolest places ever. If you're not staying in the lodge, make sure you make it back by 7 to the gondola so you can take a ride down. Also in the area, there's a beautiful lake. You can visit one of the most...
Oh my gosh. That's a real place on Earth right there?
Beautiful.
Looks like a painting.
Restaurants in the Rild that's located in the side of a freaking cave. I didn't go there because I didn't have time, but if you're in Appenzell, you might as well. So anyways, that is it for Appenzell. Now for our second location, we're going to head over to probably the most beautiful place in the Rild, in my opinion. It is the beautiful town of Lauterbrunnen.
Shout out if you live in Lauterbrunnen.
This is a valley of over 75
No wonder it costs so much money to live here. It's just so beautiful.
Waterfalls. This is where authors such as J.R. Tolkien got inspired for like books such as Lord of the Rings. And when you go there, you're gonna understand because it is just absolutely magical. It's this like little town nestled in this just valley with tons of waterfalls. It is so green. There's like cows all around, and it's just magical. I found this really cool park that had like a ping pong table and just
that's awesome. I feel like they would hate tourists coming in. A little teeny tiny town in the valley of giant mountains. They're trying to, as hard as they can, to get away from loud American tourists. Here we come. No, as long as you're respectful, they probably like you.
It's a bunch of cool things right at the base of the waterfall. We walked around. We went into
Coop
co-op store to get the Swiss essentials like the chocolate and Coke, and we just walked around. We had an awesome time. I mean, it was just such a magical experience. So if you are in Switzerland,
no, don't do it, Ryan.
You go to Lauterbrunnen because it's gonna blow your mind. After Lauterbrunnen, the next day we made
that waterfall's going up.
The journey to the
this really is a magical place.
Top of Europe to the infamous place of Jungfraujoch.
What the heck?
But anyways, so we woke
How do you guys keep building these buildings into mountains?
up way early, and we took the train from Lauterbrunnen all the way to Jungfraujoch, which is the top of Europe. And we bought our tickets. Normally, during the
Everything in Europe is made out of metal and wood. There's like no plastic.
summertime,
Look at these seats.
it's about $240 per person. But if you go in the morning, it is $120 for the early bird special.
Especially in like the German regions.
So I'd highly recommend you do that to save some money. But anyways, it's quite the train ride up the mountains. You make a few stops, and then you're gonna go through the mountain. Halfway through the mountain, you're gonna make a pit stop, and you'll be able to get out, and you can see the glacier. I mean, I've never seen a glacier so close up before. There's a lot of mountaineer people that were making a pit stop because they're actually hiking across this glacier to reach the top. So I thought that was pretty cool. But anyways, after that pit stop, you're gonna get back on the train and you'll make it up to the top, and you'll get off and you'll walk through a bunch of tunnels. It was a little bit confusing for me. But anyways, we got up to this, it's called like the ice plateau, I think, and we were able to get some really cool shots from there, and there was no one there because we were the first people up on the train, so that was awesome. After, we went to the top of the Jungfraujoch, and we were able to get just awesome views of the whole entire area. There was just this really massive glacier.
You know, I know this is stupid, but I must admit, I don't even know what a glacier is. Like, how is that different than just, I mean, I know that it's like ice. I guess I normally think of them being in water. Is it just like a giant sheet of ice that's like, I don't know. I'm looking it up. I don't know exactly what it is because he keeps showing what looks like snow-covered mountains to me, and apparently it's a glacier. A massive, slow-moving body of ice that forms on land over centuries when accumulated snowfall exceeds the amount that melts. Slowly moving? How is it moving? Due to its sheer weight and gravity, the ice deforms and flows downhill like a dense frozen river. What? The weight of new snow presses down on older layers, squeezing out air pockets. Okay, so that's what a glacier is. It is snow that's been accumulating for centuries and compacted, and it's almost like a super viscous fluid in that it flows downhill, but very, very slowly.
It was just absolutely
Holy crap, man. How did they build that?
phenomenal. There was a lot of people, which, I mean, it's kind of a downer.
Also, just how gorgeous is it? Like they made the landscape more beautiful rather than, disrupting it. And it's even colored like, it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. It's just like, it's very surreal looking.
Just absolutely phenomenal. There was a lot of people, which, I mean, it's kind of a downer. After that, we were able to walk in the glacier tunnels, and these are just spectacular. It's these tunnels of ice that you're able to walk through, and there's just a lot of ice sculptures. It's just a really surreal experience. You could also walk around outside. We found some other cool places. There's some other activities such as like tubing and stuff. But yeah, it was just a great time up at Jungfraujoch. We took the train ride down, we made a little pit stop, and then we headed down to the town called Wengen. And Wengen is right above Lauterbrunnen, and the only way you can get there is you can only take a train or you can walk there because there are no cars allowed.
There's no cars allowed. It's like as different from America as it could be.
The city. Wengen is great because you are able to get a view of the Lauterbrunnen Valley that you're not really able to get in the town of Lauterbrunnen. We went up there, beautiful. So I'd highly recommend making a little pit stop in Wengen if you can.
I can't believe people actually live in these places.
The tickets from Lauterbrunnen are only like $7 or $10 for the train ticket.
What do you do for a living?
Or you can just hike up. Make sure
Farm?
you go there. So after Wengen, made our way down, and we drove over to the other valley to the infamous town of Grindelwald. Now, Grindelwald is one of my favorite places in Switzerland. What I love about Grindelwald is the view of Mount Eiger. It is like one of the biggest mountains I've ever seen. It is just massive. I was there about 2 years ago, and I hiked to this really crazy peak, able to get some of the coolest drone shots I've ever gotten. I was able to get just brilliant views of Mount Eiger, and also on the other side there was some really
The grass and the moss
cool lakes. I was able to
and the vibrant blue lakes. Like, what on earth?
film. So yeah, so I'd
Insane.
highly recommend making a stop to Grindelwald. You won't regret it. After Grindelwald, we headed over to the beautiful lake of Oeschinensee. Hope I said that right. Located by the city of Kandersteg. It's about a 5-mile hike round trip. It's a moderate hike, but it is very steep. You're
Look at that.
gonna walk up this road. Once you get to the lake, your mind is gonna be blown. I've never seen a lake with such a big backdrop as this lake.
And there's no one there.
I mean, the mountains surrounding it are so huge.
Bro, if this was anywhere near me, I'd be there every day.
Yeah, me and my buddy
You guys are just so used to this shit. No one's even here.
Dan, we hadn't showered in days, so we took the opportunity to take a dip in the lake, swim around, and just have a good time. I definitely recommend making a pit stop here.
I
After
wonder what kind of animals are in there.
Lake Oeschinensee, we're going to head over to the west side of Switzerland to the beautiful town of Derborence. It's about a 2-hour car ride from Geneva, or about a 3-hour car ride from Zurich. You'll get to this town and you'll hike to this massive bowl. When I did it, I counted over 15 waterfalls. I mean, it was just blowing my mind. You hike to the bowl. I was able to get some beautiful drone shots in
Sometimes I forget that the planet can be this beautiful.
the meadow, and then
And I mean, we do have beautiful places here in the States. I don't live near them.
hiked up to the rock, and I was able to fly my drone around. I actually almost lost my drone here. I was flying it and it ran out of battery, and I did an emergency landing, and I had no clue where it was at. Surrounding mountains have the highest peak in western Switzerland. So
How the heck did he get it back?
after Lake Diable, we're gonna head over to the beautiful city of Geneva. This is one of my favorite cities in Switzerland. I had the opportunity to live here for 2 months about 2 summers ago when I did an internship with
Obviously famous for the Geneva Convention.
human rights groups. I made videos for them. But Geneva is famous for having the United Nations. It's just a really cool place with a lot of action going on. They have the infamous Jet d'Eau. Basically, it's just this giant fountain that shoots water hundreds of feet up in the air.
Holy shit. What is that powered by?
And it's pretty cool. Lake Geneva is awesome. I used to just go swim and hang out there in the evenings. I found a sunken bow I used to always swim to. I also found some cool places, jump off the bridges into the water, and I mean, it was just a good time. Highly recommend visiting Geneva if you're in the west side of Switzerland. After Geneva, we're gonna head over to one of my favorite cliff jump spots in Switzerland, to
This guy's making me realize I need to travel more.
Valle Versasca. So Valle Versasca, located in the south side of Switzerland, near the town Lugano,
Here's all the people. Wow, that is such an interesting terrain.
which is just borders Italy. So
How
you're gonna drive this
gorgeous.
little canyon, and you're gonna get to Valle Versasca.
A lot of people.
And what it is, it's these 2 bridges, overhangs one of the most
So many people.
beautiful rivers I've ever seen. It's probably some of the clearest river water in the world. I've been there several times. I love jumping off that
You can see straight down to the bottom. What the heck? How is it that clean? Is it like glacier water?
bridge, doing some backflips, and then I also like to go swim in the water. It is freezing cold, but it's super clear, and it's just a rejuvenating experience. I'd have to say Valle Versasca is one of my all-time favorite swimming and cliff jumping locations in the world. If you're in southern Switzerland, make the drive up there and you won't regret it. So now for our final location, we're going to head to the beautiful town of Zermatt. Zermatt is famous for the Matterhorn mountain. So to get to Zermatt, you can't drive to the city itself. You have to drive nearby, and then you'll take a train up because there's no cars in the city. And then you get to the town, and you'll be able to see the Matterhorn, and it's just gonna blow your mind. It's so cool. You can take a bunch of gondolas up to the Matterhorn or other surrounding locations. I was being a cheapskate and didn't want to spend $60 to $100 to get up to the Matterhorn. I do regret that, so if you are going, I would recommend you do it. Or get a Swiss pass and you'll be able to get discounts.
That's hilarious. He does all this and he didn't want to spend $60. Okay. I respect that.
On the gondolas.
Saving
what
money.
I did is I found a little walking path that allowed me to see the Matterhorn and get beautiful drone shots, and also I did some like flips and twists and splits in the area. They also have McDonald's there, so definitely recommend
I'm definitely going here.
going there.
Just kidding. Freaking McDonald's. It's the last thing I would want. I mean, I trust me, I eat McDonald's, but if I'm in freaking Switzerland, I don't want it. I am looking at their menu though, because it looks weird. What the hell is that? That is a monstrosity. The Prime? They don't sell that here, guys. What a monstrosity. It looks like something they would sell in America. What the hell is that monstrosity? Big Bang. Huh. Looks pretty good. Why are some of the nuggets like brown? Must not be nuggets.
Going there, you have to see the Matterhorn at least once in your life. But that is it for my top 10 Switzerland video. If you like any of the
What a heavy hitter video.
shots, I still stock footage.
The whole country is just freaking gorgeous. Wow, dude. I'm pretty blown away. I want to go to Switzerland. Now I know that I want to go there. All right. Back to Indiana. I'm back in Indiana. It's okay. Looking out the window. Like, all right. Got some trees, some corn. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.